just arrived at the last stop, Hualien. That's the end of the line for this local train. And this is where I'm going to catch my next train all the way down to Kaohsiung, which is on the other side of the country in the south. But I've got a few hours, so I'm going to go drop off my luggage in a storage locker and then walk around the town a little bit and see what there is. It's obviously a much bigger town than where I was staying, but it's a little further away from the gorge, so. Alright, so just dropped off my baggage, just one bag at the luggage storage area right there. It's 30 Taiwan dollars, so that's about $2.50 or so for the day to store them. You can even store them for 24 hours. But I don't need that, I just need it for a few hours. So I'm gonna go take a look around the city, see the information area. Here we go. Visitor Information Center. I'm gonna take a look around and see what things they suggest I do in the next few hours. Probably get some lunch too. So I asked at the information counter and they suggested if I only have 2 hours to take a walk to there's a park kind of not too far from the center of the city and from the train station, which I'm just walking up to now, and then take a look at the Pine Garden just a little further past that, and then we'll see how we're doing on time. Maybe get some food on the way back. I did see a really good dumpling chain restaurant that's in Taiwan, and I saw one of their locations here, so I may try to get some of these dumplings on the way back to the train station because they're really good. And I am a bit of a dumpling fan, so whatever dumplings I can find across the world, I will try to find them and eat them. Entered into this park. It's pretty big and really nice, a little bit quieter, and so I'm going to take a look to see what the best way to get around it, because I have to kind of get around to the other side of the park to get to the Pine Garden, but I don't want to kind of walk through the entire park, just see a bit of it. So let's see on this map. I guess that's a sign for walkway where people are walking down here, but I like that the little guy has a hat on the sign and he's got a very defined bottom as well. So maybe if you're going up and down this road and you get a lot of exercise, you'll get a good workout and strengthen the butt region. I found some camels hanging out here in the park. Not really sure why there's camels here, but here they are. Alright, so I made it to the Pine Garden, which is just next to the park I was just in. Take a look around here, see what it looks like. Seems like Hualien is a little bit more of a scootering, biking sort of city rather than walking. Right, at least right outside the kind of city center. There's no sidewalks, just the side of the road to walk on, and not too many other people walking around. Mostly just scooters. But if you're only here for 2 hours, I don't know if it's worth going through the hassle of renting something. So this is Pine Garden, and it's a little bit deceptively named. Also has these giant insects here. I mean, of course, there are a lot of big pine trees here, but that's not much of an attraction if you're coming from Canada. But what's interesting about it is it was built in 1942 by the Japanese military and used as a retreat for Japanese officers. I believe the Naval Administration. And then afterwards, later on in the war, it was used to house kamikaze pilots and before they went out on their mission. So sort of a very historically significant place. And it was the place where kamikaze pilots, many of them, would spend their last days here before going out on a mission. Alright, so there's also an air raid shelter here, which is very small. Let's take a look. Well, I've walked into more of the center of the city, and there's a nice market here. Got some fresh fruit, veggies, clothing. It's kind of a nice market street to walk down, so let's take a look. Of course, a bag store. Every market in Asia needs a bag store. Some fresh seafood. Pretty cool model of the town of Hualien and the railways around that. So this is in the inside of the railway museum. It's pretty cool. So if you like trains, this might be a cool little place to stop by. It's not very big. I believe it was a railway depot, and now it's a sort of a railway museum. A little sample of some of the buildings that were here, and just a couple of trains, locomotives around to take a look at, and of course that model inside the building is pretty neat. This was the old railway police station. It's pretty nice. This whole area has been renovated. There's a couple of shops and this detention center for suspects. Let's take a look at the... interesting. At these steps leading up to the floor. It's not on the ground. It's not bad. It's kind of roomy. I think some apartments are smaller than this. Alright, well, it's getting a little bit late, so I'm gonna have to go back to the train station to catch my actual train and keep going down to the south of Taiwan. So I've located the dumpling place. I've tried this place before in Taipei. It's a chain. It's pretty good. It's not the best dumplings ever, but it's good, inexpensive, and nice to have if you're looking for something quick as well. Alright, had some delicious dumplings, and now I'm just taking the main street back to the train station. Got about a half hour to get back there, and then I still gotta get my luggage, so should be enough time, but I'm gonna have to walk fast to get back. I already have my ticket through the TRA app anyways, so I don't have to wait in line for a ticket or anything like that. Should be able to just walk right in, but I will have to find the platform number, which at a small train station like this shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so just made it back to the Hualien train station just in time. Cut it a little bit close, maybe 10 minutes to spare.